What's up, YouTube? So it is the full moon, so I am definitely going to see what this Halloween full moon brings us. I do believe it's in Taurus, but don't quote me. I am using the Tarot de la Nuit, of course. That's what we got at the bottom of the deck. If I hold it like this, some things are coming to an end, but also I'm going to say be careful what you wish for. This is an obsession. So strong, so powerful. This person has not stopped thinking about you, and they will cause conflict. That's for some of you. Some of you, you are letting go of some things before they start to cause a problem. Like some of you could be dealing with some sort of addiction issue, and you're deciding to let that go because you're seeing that this could possibly cause some sort of problem or issue in the future. Some of you could have someone obsessed with you at your workplace, place of work. Or just be mindful of toxicity, toxic communication, or communication that's underhanded. Someone likes to have all eyes on them. Okay, can I shuffle these cards? Princess energy. Alright. Alright, Holy Spirit, let's see what the energy brings for this moon. And this happy Halloween. I'm sorry, but I just saw like that Nine of Pentacles. That Nine of Pentacles and that Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be a change in your money. Like, good luck with your money, though. Eight of Swords here. I'm going to take this card, too. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. You can see my reflection. The Star. The Seven of Pentacles. And then the Eight of Swords. So right off the back, this is telling me that this is definitely a lot of mental energy. A lot of mental energy going on. This could be about a love situation or a friendship. Some of you, there are some secrets. There are some secrets being kept here when it comes to a relationship or someone even proposing, the thought of thereof, or someone wants to come forth and propose, or this is letting me know that I don't know why I'm getting the word proposing, but this is definitely letting me know that something ended and someone wants to start something new or something over again, but some of you have let that go. But this here also tells me that after something ended, it's like a renew in oneself or a restart in oneself here, especially with this full moon. What this is telling me, and then we have the Emperor. Okay. So this was someone who was very controlling, very rigid, very stern. I'm not going to say a little narcissistic, but definitely everything was about them. This person here is feeling the end to a relationship or friendship. Whatever has come to an end, they've definitely been thinking about it and they've been in their head about it. They're thinking about the way that things ended and they want to come in and offer some sort of reconciliation. This person may be on block, or they may feel as if they're blocked from coming in. Based on the last conversation that was had, they're not knowing how to move. So right now what they're doing is they're really holding back and waiting. But this is taking, they're waiting, and they're only waiting and they're holding back because they have a pride issue. Their pride, this Emperor, his pride, oh yeah, and he's definitely hurt by the last conversation that was had. His pride will not allow him to come forth and say how he feels, to come forth and make a reconciliation in this relationship or friendship, especially if this was something that was ended because of his actions. But this also tells me that something better is coming in. You need to get out of your head for the better that's coming in. This is a very intuitive time. But there are some things that have been done in the dark that will be coming to light. It's going to take a lot of strength in you to deal with these truths that are coming to the surface. Someone may have been backstabbing you or lying, acting like they were your friend. They really weren't. And this could be, I'm not even gonna name like signs, okay? But this person definitely, they did not have your best interest at heart. They were coming in with these false friendships. They were not a real friend. They were very fake. They were just being your friend to gain information on you. But this may all be coming out. And you could tell by this person's actions, just by the things that they say, the questions that they ask. Be mindful, use discernment in this time. A lot of these truths are coming to the surface about who's real and who's fake, and who you can and cannot trust. Some of you will be getting proposed to, but this person was really very much in their head about it before they did it, and they just didn't want to lose you. They did not want to see this relationship come to an end. So it's like they were forced. They felt like as if they were forced to take the next step. They have been waiting and waiting and waiting. They had a 7-year plan. That's the Knight of Wands. So I'm going to see what else I could get, because, yeah. The Knight of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Wands. It's a lot of action, or lack thereof, in the Lovers. Ooh-wee. So someone definitely, you guys, this is a choice, a decision that had to be made. I'm going to stop basing this off relationship, but this is what I'm getting. So there was a choice and decision that had to be made. Someone had to choose between someone that they, something they wanted and something they needed. Someone they loved and someone they lusted after. There we go. This decision here caused a lot of chaos in this person. There was a lot of confusion in this person who had this decision to make, a lot of battling with oneself, a lot of competition. They were comparing the two, especially if this was a person you were dealing with, who were dealing with two people, whether you know it or not. They were comparing the two, and they may have chose the one that I don't want to say the one that they have more of a sexual attraction to, but it was like the one that was more in their sight. Maybe you were out of sight, out of mind, because you guys lived at a distance here, but they chose the person that was more in, more around, more accessible to them. There you go. More accessible to them to fulfill their lust. Boom. Wow. They're not happy with that decision, though. This situation was purely based off of lust. Some of you, there is, we got the Angel of the Night. Again, this was an energy, and we have the High Priestess. So let me dig into this. This was an energy, like an amore energy. That's what they call it in Spanish. Someone had put this energy out for someone to be confused about what it is that they want. So they went towards that energy that was more fervent, like, for them, or shall I say the energy that was more illuminated to them, like more lustful to them. It's like what they saw in this person was not really real. This was fabricated energy. And so with this fabricated energy, the way that this energy was made, or how it was fabricated, they made a wrong decision. Now this decision, this energy may have at this point is subsiding. And that's why we had got that like the Devil and the Tower with that obsession energy. At the beginning, I was talking about that obsession. That's what this was. This was an obsession energy, an energy to cause this person to become obsessed, so they could be taken off of it, so they could be usurped from a path that could have possibly helped them or was meant for them. Let me look at this differently. I want to stop talking about love. I'm going to talk not relationship, but let's see if I could get something for career or general. Just in general, be mindful of the decisions that you're making during this time. An offer may come in and it may seem a little quick, like something is coming in so quick and it's like moving so fast. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes, analyze, observe, and assess this situation for what it is, and then you make a decision. Don't just move so quickly. Make sure you read the fine print. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to the actions that are being had by this person, this company, whatsoever. All relationship forms on deck, because now we're talking general. Okay, because someone here, we have this Five of Wands energy, but I'm also thinking Five of Swords because I did see that too. But this Five of Wands energy tells me that not only is there competition, but there's competition within this person. They are at a battle within themselves. Sometimes they don't speak so highly of themselves, or sometimes they don't speak so highly at all. So you need to be mindful. They're inconsistent with their communication. Sometimes they're consistent, sometimes they're inconsistent. I'm getting a bipolar type of energy here. So sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. Sometimes they just want to go and do stuff and have such a great time, and then they like go into their shell. They become hermit. So be mindful of these things and these actions and these behaviors, because these are red flags for something that may be a problem in the future, a potential problem in the future. Okay, so I just need you to be mindful of that. Now when it comes to the job, be mindful of petty competition in a job. Someone who speaks fast, they're always on the go. They speak so fast. Be mindful. This person, just be mindful. Okay, this person has two sides to them, but your intuition is telling you this person has two sides to them. So you need to be mindful of the conversations that you're having with this person and the things that you are saying to them and relaying to them, because they may be relaying these things to someone else. All right, and they may not be telling the whole truth here. Someone could be feeling like so alone at this time. And we have the Hanged Man. Someone took too long to make a decision, or you could be taking too long to make a decision. But again, analyze, observe, and assess the situation before you make this decision. Someone left someone, they left them out to, it's like they left them out hanging. And because they left them out hanging, this person's just going to move on. I'm like breadcrumbing, whatever. They were breadcrumbing you. They weren't really being honest. They weren't really saying what it is that they wanted. And then we get this Two of Cups. Oh, okay, so they wanted to friend zone you. They friend zone you. And now that they friend zone you and you guys are friends, they are starting to look at this relationship in a whole other light. And they are battling with themselves about how they should come in and possibly move you out of the friend zone. Pump them brakes. This will be good. If you guys decide to move out of the friend zone, I don't know what to say here. How do I say? Not everything you ever wanted, but this is definitely going to be something you need in this time. It may be very permanent in the future, but the fact that things are moving slow right now is definitely giving you guys a chance to know each other, to communicate, and to see how things go. This person is usually a quick mover, but they're taking their time with you because they want to be sure that they're making the right choice. They are being guided intuitively when it comes to how they should move, when it comes to this friendship slash relationship. If you have been friend zoned by someone, they have thought about a relationship with you. They are currently thinking about a relationship with you. And when would be a good time to move into that? Hey, I really want to get to date you. Conservatively, or I just want to date you and get to know you on a more intimate level to see where this can go. This is something that's going to start, I'm telling y'all, from ground zero. Friends, it's going to go through all the stages. Friends, dating, and then a relationship. Okay. What is Leo? The next fire sign. It may move into the next fire sign. It may move into that next level. But again, analyze, observe, and assess. See if this is something that you really want. At least it'll be happening after Mercury goes direct, so you know this may be real. So we have the Ten of Wands here. Someone definitely has a lot on their plate, or at least they felt like they had a lot on their plate and could have been bored with the situation. All right, could have been bored with the situation. So they're looking for something new. Someone's looking at you. They got their eye on you. They got their eye on you. There's someone who has their eye on you for the future. There's someone that has their eye on you from your past, watching your social media, wondering what you're doing, wishing that they would have never messed up this relationship, wishing that they would have never breadcrumbed you, definitely wishing that they wouldn't have put you in an energy where they were juggling you and multiple people. They sit up at night and they think about you. There's someone from your past also who may have may have wronged you. They think about you too. Up at night thinking about you, wondering what you're doing, if you're okay. They wish that they could just apologize to you for the way that they behaved and their actions, because you were a genuine person. They know you were a genuine person. Even after everything went down the way it did, especially if this was like a bad work situation, they think about how they behaved in this situation and everything that happened, and they just really wish that they could apologize. But again, pride. Pride is an issue in this situation for a lot of people, especially if you're dealing with a man or someone that has just very masculine energy. Their pride runs the show, but pride comes before the fall. Humble yourself. Maybe you'll get somewhere. Let's see, what is the full moon energy? What can we focus on for the full moon? What's the focus of the full moon? Especially full moon during Scorpio season and Mercury retrograde. Analyze, observe, and assess your relationships and situations. What is it? What is the focus here? What is the foundation? King of Cups. That's of course the King of Cups is Scorpio season. Damn, dude, this King of Cups in this deck reminds me of obsession. Okay, no, but for real, emotions. These emotions that are coming up, these emotions that are creeping in, why, how come? Write them down, how they're making you feel, where this thought came from. Is it something that's part of your past, present, or future? Is it something that you could work through? Maybe you need to talk to somebody through it. Is this an emotion you have with your significant other or an ex? Ask yourself these questions. How is it that you're feeling? Why are you feeling this way? Emotional regulation. How can you regulate your emotions so your emotions don't affect your decisions, your future decisions, your present decisions? Being mindful of the emotions that you give or the lack thereof. Emotional availability. For some of you, being emotionally available. Some of you are emotionally unavailable, and that has not haunted, but stunted some of damn near all your relationships, because you have been emotionally unavailable to a point. They only get to reach a certain point with you, and after that, there's no more. If you feel like you like somebody or want to be interested in them, and you feel like if you like somebody or you're interested in them, that gives them some certain power over you, and that's not true. It's called emotional regulation, and this is something that you need to be dealing with at this time. Now, for you emotionally unavailable people, why are you that way? What has caused you to shut down to where you can't allow yourself to feel vulnerable in this time or ever? Again, feeling vulnerable does not mean that someone has power over you. It means you have power within yourself to regulate your emotions. Okay, there's a time and a place for everything, even vulnerability. The Five of Swords. They say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. These are words that have stuck to you, because these are the things that are going on through your mind that you're processing right now, that are coming up in this time, that is causing this emotional rift. These words that were spoken, these nasty things that were said. How do they make you feel? Or are you emotionally unavailable in this time because they made you feel, or because you had to build a brick around yourself? You had to build a covering around yourself because you didn't want to be hurt. These were words spoken to you by a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, uncle, someone whose opinion had the ability to make you feel any type of way: happy, sad, worthy, unworthy. So, what I'm going to encourage you to do is don't block these things out. If these things have made you feel some type of way, you ain't got to be vulnerable to other people. Damn, be vulnerable with yourself. You ain't got to be vulnerable to other people, but you need to be vulnerable with yourself. And this, at this time, this is what this is telling you to do. Be vulnerable with yourself. You don't trust nobody. You don't even trust yourself to be vulnerable with yourself. Is you gonna tell on yourself that you cried? I just want to know. So it's like, allow yourself to feel the way that these things have made you feel, and then deal with that. Maybe you should seek out some counseling or talk to someone. And if you feel like you're not ready to do that, write it down. I like to write it down and burn, because that's a purging. That's some sort of form of purging. um but write it down, or at least say it out loud. Pray about it. Take it to God. It's just you and God. Take it to God. God, bro, this is how I'm feeling. This is how this made me feel. Stop holding it in, causing yourself to be capped off and cut off, and cutting off other people that could have very well helped you through this. Open up. Open up. You sit there, you stay in your mind. This is the Nine of Swords I want y'all to see. I know it's glaring. You sit there in your mind with all this anxiety, all this worry, these thoughts going round and round and round and round. But you won't let them out. You allow yourself to be trapped in your head, in your own thoughts, because of the words that someone has spoken to you has caused a stunt in your growth. It causes depression in you now. And you don't even know why you're depressed. It's because of these words that have been spoken to you by a loved one, by someone who mattered to you and still matters to this day, whether you want to believe it or not, or admit it or not. Speak your truth. Ooh, my cards came out reverse. We have the Lovers again. I mean, literally flew out reverse, you guys. All these cards are upright. Okay. So we got the Moon reverse, the Hermit reverse, and the Ace of Swords reverse. When I said speak your truth, I meant speak your truth. We got it. I don't know who this double-minded person is here, but they gonna hear some truth today. Or someone has just been constantly lying to themselves, possibly lying to others about how they feel, not allowing themselves to feel any type of way, because they always got to get the one up. They got to make you feel bad before you make them feel bad. This is their mentality. I'll get you before you get me. So that causes them to always be in some sort of defense mode. Coming out, not being in your shell, coming out, not holding things in anymore, not holding in your secrets, not holding in your emotions, letting it out, saying how you feel. Now, I do want to caution you to be mindful of how you say these things, because this Five of Swords energy, boy, you ain't got to say it in a nasty way. Please don't be nasty. Please don't be nasty. Again, please don't be nasty. There is a healthy way to speak. Like, I feel like this. This made me feel this way. So you could talk about how you feel, not telling people how they should feel. This is how I felt when this was said to me. Okay? Now, just be mindful, because someone too could be lying because they don't want to face the truth of their nastiness. Someone could be manipulating some things because, again, they don't want to face the truth to their nastiness. But there are some things here some choices and decisions that need to be made when it comes to this emotional regulation that I'm talking about, and how it is that you're going to go about saying how you feel. Some of y'all, some shit is coming out. Be mindful of the drinking. Be mindful of the drinking, because you know, when you drunk, that truth come out. Just be mindful of how it comes out. And someone could get real nasty at this time, because someone's been holding on to some things. I mean, they've been holding on to some things for a long time. This is some things from the past that they've been holding on to for a long time. And it's like they've been waiting to get this out. This is a family issue. They've been waiting to get this out. Be mindful. I have the King and Queen of Cups here and this Five of Swords. You already know how it get when water get in their feelings and emotions is high and they got something to say. It's like they don't care about who they're going to hurt. But be mindful. Be mindful. Be mindful. All I can say is be mindful of how you say. If you feel someone has wronged you and you want to speak on it, okay, that is your prerogative. But just be mindful of how you deliver this message. It don't gotta be nasty. It don't have to cause a rift. It don't have to cause a fight. There may be some verbal exchange here, because emotions will be high, because someone's been waiting for a long time to get this out, and someone here may lose their temper. But please be patient. Please be mindful to keep your cool, to be tempered during this time, especially around family. There is some healing that needs to be done in these situations, some truth that needs to be spoken, some heart-to-heart conversations that need to be had. But this is only going to come with emotionally mature people. So if you know that you're emotionally immature and you have a problem with speaking, go over this conversation with yourself, because it's like you just got to say what you need to say and they gonna hear it. So just be mindful of how you deliver this message at this time. That's fair warning, bro. I'm giving it fair warning, y'all. Somebody got something to say and they will be heard. They're going to illuminate how they felt left out in the cold, how they felt taken for granted, how they felt like you just didn't care about them, how they felt that you took their foundation from them. A mental, emotional, spiritual, a damn house, a foundation. You took it from them because they saw that within you and you took it from them. This could be a parent and child having a conversation about an emotional foundation that should have been set, that they felt was taken from them because it wasn't given. Okay. And again, we got the Emperor. So somebody is going to be hard-headed and they going to hear you, but they ain't going to budge. It's going to be like talking to a brick wall. But you're going to get it out and they going to hear you. But it's going to be like talking to a brick wall. So if you're expecting some sort of emotions from them, some sort of sorry, the most you will get is, I'm sorry. That's the past. What you want me to do? That's maybe the most you'll get out of somebody, okay? So don't waste your breath. And I'm not going to say don't waste your breath, but don't waste your energy expecting more, because that's all you're going to get. And we got the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords. So after all this heartbreak, all this moving forward, this is a past, this is a future energy, because after all this, some tumultuous shit's getting ready to pop off, y'all. Stability in oneself, beginning to have this happiness in oneself, and maybe you'll be able to be emotionally available, but this is going to come with some work. Working on oneself to gain emotional availability, stability in oneself, and passion. Working on oneself. Okay. All right, you guys. Man, I think that's all I got for y'all, because it's been like 30 minutes. Like, share, comment, and let me know how this turns out. And happy Halloween and happy full moon.